Hi and welcome to another video blog. This afternoon's theme is accountability, and we want to deal directly with the challenge of what we refer to in coaching as the ghost in the room in team coaching. And the ghost in the room is a label that we give people when we hear this kind of conversation. So you're sitting with a team and they say, Andy, the trouble is the chief executive hasn't been really clear with our objectives and therefore we're not sure what we're supposed to be doing on what the priorities are. Or we're waiting on this department over here to give us some information and then we can make progress. And the ghosts are other people, other departments that we refer to as perhaps reasons we're not progressing in the way we might like to. It's interesting, let's reflect on those ghosts. They're not physically here, but their presence is felt. And one of the promises we make from a coaching perspective is those people that you've just referred to are absolutely not thinking about the challenge you've presented. You're not on their mind. You're completely not on their mind. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? And that presents us with a couple of choices. One of the choices we have as individuals or teams is we can wait, hope and complain. We can decide, you know what my job is, I'm just going to moan about it with everyone I meet. I will complain about that department to all my colleagues. I'll complain about this person to all my colleagues. I'll mention to my team how terrible everyone is being. And that's my job, to moan about it. And hope that they do something. The other option that we have is to take responsibility and act and to say, do you know what, if I don't deal with this, nobody's going to deal with it. It's my job. Yes, and our view in coaching is, yes, it is, because the ghosts aren't listening. So what does it take to deal with the ghost in the room? Number one, recognize that the ghosts aren't listening and you have to do something, without which nothing will happen. Secondly, think for a moment, okay, what will happen if I don't do something? Let's project this problem forward a bit. What are the consequences of inaction by everybody, including myself? Where will that lead us? I bet that's not a satisfactory outcome. Okay, thirdly, let's start to deal with it. Let's pick up the phone, let's make a call, let's at least raise a debate and at least present other people with our dilemma. Now, let's give you a simple example. I was working with a team and they said, the trouble is, Andy, we're not clear on the strategy for the organisation and that makes it very difficult for us to write our goals for our own business unit. What a shame, I said. That sounds terrible that no one's told you that. They agreed it was terrible. So we talked about the ghost in the room, that no one's aware that this was a problem. And as a consequence, what they did was wrote a very simple email to someone very senior and said, look, we're trying to do some work on our strategy in our team. We would really value a little bit more perspective on the corporate strategy so we can be aligned to the values of the business and where we're heading. It'd be really great if you could share some thoughts with us. Within a few days, they turned up, sat down with the team and explored it in depth. In other words, they didn't leave the ghosts in the room as ghosts. They brought them into the room as real people. They talked about it and they dealt with the problem. And I wonder how many ghosts you discuss in your teams. I wonder how many people you talk about and hope that they think of you and hope that they resolve the problems you've identified. Most cases, they don't think like that. You need to pick up the phone and you need to act. So good luck with that one. Picking up the phone is a good thing. Writing an email is a good thing. Making progress is down to you.